of a different angle this time. I want to talk about F for free will and some of the things that have been coming up for me. Free will is something that is so important. It's so intrinsic to everything that we do, right? Like, I'm a big believer that we have free will for a reason, that there is no big fate that is staring down on us and making us do the things that we do. There's no puppeteer guy coming in and doing all these things. It is much more of a free will undertaking. It is all up to us, the will that we put out into the world. So we have to make a decision. Choice. Choice is important. What choices have we made? What are we going towards? And also on magic, how important that is. And I think that really what this comes down to when I have my morality lines is, at what point am I ever encroaching on someone's free will? Or at what point is anyone ever encroaching on my free will? Are you ever forcing me to do something I don't want to do? Are you ever pushing me in a way, or in a way holding me hostage with the decisions, knowing that I won't want to do one thing, so I will have to do another? Have I ever done that with someone else? Have I ever, pushed a certain amount, and then suddenly that their free will has been hurt or damaged, or they would never have made that choice by themselves, but because of what I have done, they now have. And there's this level of manipulation that I really have to wonder, like, is that really up to you? Because even regardless of what other people do, because of course we affect others, it is still up to them on what decision they made. It is still up to each person to honor the responsibility and the choices that they went with. And what choice are you willing to live with? You have your free will. You have the ability to make decisions, regardless of the circumstances that you are in. Because they can be sucky. They can be great. You can have two fantastic choices, or you could have horrible choices. But it still is up to you to make the decision. And I think I'm really kind of wrestling that with my magic and what I'm doing in my world and how I'm manifesting things, because I don't ever want to encroach on someone else's free will as much as I possibly can. But there is a limit to that. The things I do affect other people. The things that I am manipulating and doing, I am casting energies out into the world. And of course those energies may or may not be reflecting, rebounding, or doing things to those around me, to those I haven't even seen, those I haven't even met. Is casting a spell to bring the love of my life to me closer. Does that in some way hurt the free will? I did a love spell trying to, open myself up to the true partner. And the guy that I was seeing at the time suddenly felt huge bouts of anxiety. He withdrawn a lot. Did I interfere with his free will? Or was it just the universe kind of signaling to me, going that, no, this person will not align with what you're trying to get right now. The path that you have chosen will not align with them. And we are now signaling that to you. Was that free will? And was that encroaching on his? Or me just exercising my own? And realizing that, yeah, maybe my free will and my choices aren't going to make everyone else happy. And that's a hard thing, is to honor your own choices, to do the things that work best for you, while also understanding that they're gonna maybe affect other people. And of the results of the choices that you make, are you willing to accept those? The consequences, the benefits, all of the things that come with it. And it's all up to every witch and every person, every spiritual being to decide for themselves. What is working for you? What isn't working? What is something that's acceptable? What isn't? And us as a society, we have to come together and go, yeah, that's acceptable. No, that's not acceptable. You did encroach on that person's free will. You were encroaching on their freedom of choice, on their freedom of deciding what was best for them in their life. And their choices in doing that wasn't hurting anybody else. It's such a hard thing to really wrap your mind around, and it's so intricate, and it's so in the shadows. It's not black and white. It's not so simple for us to realize and see how the choices we make and how they will eventually affect everything and everyone else around us. We can't see into the future to see exactly how that will play out. We can't. So we just have to kind of, in a way, guess sometimes, and that can be really terrifying. You can be caught at the crossroads because you are in total control of your choices. You have that free will, but that means that it's all on you then. The responsibility for that choice is on you. You can't always control how everyone else is going to react because their reaction's on them, but it's become such a, where's the responsibility lie with the free will that we have? Where does it fall on us? Because I don't ever want to encroach on anybody's, but at the same time, I want to be able to express my own as much as possible. So this is just something I've been considering and something I've been mulling over in my head. What's your guys' thoughts on free will? Do you have for sure lines that you're like, yeah, no, that crosses it, that pushes it, that's me encroaching on someone else's choices, and all of that fun stuff? And do you wrestle with this magically? Because that is definitely something where the more I really want to do love spells, specifically not on a specific person ever, but definitely to bring in So maybe a lover or something, or open myself up to it more type of deal. A lot of my spells I cast on myself, but sometimes I'm casting spells on the world around me. Is that infringing on others' free will? Do you do the same? Do you do not? Anyway, I do new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.